Dan here, and I kid you not, it's mind-boggling to me how much headache was caused by this little wooden plaque at GameStop. Good old GameStop. Supposedly, when you pre-ordered Tears of the Kingdom, as I did, and you went to pick it up at GameStop, if you had pre-ordered, you would be able to receive this wooden plaque as a bonus, a pre-order bonus, if you will. That's what it was reported as, this little wooden plaque, on so many websites, MSN, all these video gaming websites. Everybody said it was a pre-order bonus, because that's what it is. It's a pre-order bonus. But if you read the fine print on GameStop's site, that's not technically the case. Pre-order or purchase The Legend of Zelda. Receive a free exclusive wooden plaque when you pre-order or purchase. Offer is available while supplies last. I just have a pretty bad history with GameStop, and it's sad because this time I actually don't even blame any employees. I don't blame anybody at GameStop. I blame just the system on large, really just the life of being a video game purchaser and collector and customer. Probably the people in power at GameStop, or Nintendo maybe. Nintendo, I think, has just been kind of sucky lately, haven't they? I'm very grateful that I received a plaque, that I was able to hunt one down, and it was a bit of a journey, it was a bit of a quest, and it was kind of funny because I haven't even begun playing the game, and I already feel like I went on a quest, a side quest, if you will. So let me just tell you what happened. So I walk into the first GameStop. The first GameStop, there just had to be multiple GameStops involved. And I went up to the cashier, very nice, and I presented my receipt, and I said, "Hi, I have a pickup for," and he finished my sentence, "Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom." I said, "Yes." "Okay, but just so you know, we don't have the plaque. We can give you the game, but not the plaque." Now, as he's saying this, I happen to be looking down at a pile of Zelda Collector's Editions behind him, which I did not get the Collector's Edition. I only got the base game. But on this pile of Collector's Editions, at the top of the pile was one of these wooden plaques, which I happen to know, according to the GameStop website, were while supplies last. So I pointed out to the cashier, "Wait a minute, you're out of the plaques? You mean like that one right there?" Pointing to the one directly behind him on top of a few Collector's Edition copies. And then he said to me, "Oh yeah, well that's somebody pre-ordered that one, so we're holding that for a pre-order." And I'm just staring at him because I know I caught him in a situation where I held up my receipt and I said, "Oh, you mean like my pre-order?" I get it. If you're trying to help somebody out, maybe it's yours, fine. Just hide it. Don't leave it out in the open for me to see and then make me feel bad. I said, "Oh, so you definitely don't have any others?" No, we don't have any others. But what you can do is, here's the game, here's your receipt, take it to another GameStop nearby, and if they have one, they'll give it to you as long as you show them the copy of your receipt. I wasn't going to fight it. I said, "Okay, fine." I walked in saying, if I don't get this plaque, it's not the end of the world. I'm not going to make a big deal of it. So I was going to see a friend that day, and I decided, you know what, let me pass by one other GameStop on the way there. And that's what I do. I stop by a second GameStop about 15 minutes from this first one, and I walk in, and I say to the cashier at this one, this location is totally empty, by the way. Unlike the first location, there were a couple people in there. This location, totally empty. It's on the release day. And I say, "Do you have any plaques? I came over from another GameStop. Here's my receipt. Here's my copy of the game. They told me if you have any in stock, I could have one." "I don't know. Let me check the back room. I will go look for you." Now, this was a good sign because I thought maybe there's a few plaques in the back. Maybe he's going to hook me up with one. Maybe, unlike the first GameStop, if he's holding a plaque for someone, maybe he has a couple of extras and he's just going to check how many. It's all speculation. He came back and he said to me, "Sorry, we are out of plaques. No more plaques. A lot of people came last night for the midnight release and they all went then." And it just got me thinking, why was it called a pre-order bonus by so many outlets, and why did GameStop make it so mysterious as to whether or not it actually was a pre-order bonus? If it's a pre-order bonus, how are you running out of the number of pre-orders that you had for the store in the first place? Does this make sense? Is my logic making sense? I even asked both of these workers up to this point. I said, "Oh, I thought this was a pre-order bonus," and they said it's first come, first serve. So it's not really a pre-order bonus. It was more of a promo giveaway while supplies lasted. So a lot of these news outlets that called it a pre-order bonus had it completely wrong. And again, I don't know who to blame here. Was it GameStop? Was it Nintendo? Did Nintendo not supply them enough? Did GameStop not order enough? I have no clue. So I'm off to the third GameStop now. This is the last one that's it's 5 minutes north of where I was going to meet my friends. So I go to this third GameStop, I walk in, and I see a woman standing there behind the register, and I say to her, I have been traveling to 3 GameStops now, you're the third. Here's the copy of my Zelda, here's my receipt. I came from the first. Any chance you have a spare plaque? And she goes, oh yeah, of course we got plaques. I just need to see a receipt. I need to confirm it was a pre-order. So I hand her my receipt, and she confirms it was a pre-order, and she takes my receipt in the back room, and she comes back with the plaque and hands it to me. And I'm kind of just staring at the plaque and looking at her, and I really wanted to ask the question, why did you need to confirm it was a pre-order, implying that it was some kind of pre-order bonus, when you and I both know that it wasn't a pre-order bonus because all these locations are just giving them away to whoever showed up? I didn't say that to her. That was just what was going through my head. I thanked her, and I said it was worth the trip, and she said no problem, and I just left right then and there. And 3 GameStops, and about a half hour later, I had myself a plaque. It was more of a headache than it needed to be to get this plaque, and if eBay sales are any indication, a lot of people had the same problem that I did and weren't able to get a plaque for themselves. And that's very unfortunate because now these plaques are selling for an exorbitant amount of money. Considering the base game was $70, some of these plaques have been selling for up to $70. I don't really know who to blame here. I just figured I'd share this story with you and get some other input. And really, at the end of the day, what matters most is Tears of the Kingdom. Sounds like it's going to be a great game. I haven't started playing it yet. I'm still on Breath of the Wild, but when I do get to it, I very much look forward to enjoying it. Please comment if you had an equally difficult experience obtaining one of these plaques. It's funny because it says Nintendo on the back, so I'm assuming Nintendo supplied it to GameStop, but maybe it was licensed. I don't know. And it's not even really, there's nowhere to mount it. That's the funny thing. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, and I think a lot of people are just feeling what's the word, impulse purchase to grab one, and that's why they're paying so much money. At the end of the day, I don't think it's anything too special other than the story of how I got it, and that's why I'll keep it next to my copy of the game. Now, will you stop watching my video and go enjoy Tears of the Kingdom already? See you next time.